Dear students, good evening. Last class we discussed about the chapter one. In that, uh, the basic concepts like what is uh, power semiconductor devices and what is the simple diode operation and what is power transistor. That means what is MOSFET and what is IGBT, right? And what do you mean by SCR? That means thyristor. How do we represent the thyristor in terms of two transistor model, isn't it? And apart from this, we also got transistor modes of operation. That means forward blocking mode, forward conduction mode, reverse blocking mode, isn't it? So these are all covered. That is the uh, operations. And you know how to trigger the transistor also, how to on the transistor, how to on the SCR, that means. So there are different methods available for on the transistor from by breaking the J2, which is reverse bias. Now it becomes maybe forward bias. So there are some number of ways we have, like DU by triggering, forward by applying forward voltage more than VB naught, like this, right? Temperature triggering, isn't it? And we have by applying some shock gate pulse to the gate between gate and cathode. Like this, by applying some different methods, you can trigger the thyristor. Trigger the thyristor. Triggering the thyristor means simply on it. So on it, there should be current is going to flow from uh, anode to cathode. So you want a current connection between anode to cathode, we should have a path. We should have a path. So what should be the path? So there should be some junctions are there, isn't it? Junctions are there, J1, J2, J3. If you apply a general forward bias to the SCR, what happens, we have only J1 and J2 are forward bias, but J2 is generally it is reverse bias. So if you want to make the reverse bias J2 into forward bias, it is possible with the help of triggering of SCR. Triggering of SCR, 5-star triggering circuit. So that means not only as you know that by applying a voltage. How do you apply a voltage? You connect a simple resistor, before the SCR and apply some voltage which increase the voltage drop across R more than a certain voltage, then the gate is on. When the gate junction is forward bias, gate is also forward bias. When the gate is forward bias, there is a connection from anode to cathode. So not only R, resistor R, you can also place RL circuit or RC circuit. So our aim is to make the reverse bias J2 junction is to forward bias. That means there should be a path from anode to cathode. There should be expecting high current from anode to cathode. So that is the meaning of SCR is conduction, that means thyristor is in conduction mode. So, and how do we make the SCR is conduction mode means by applying some triggering methods, gate triggering, DU by gate triggering, by connecting R, by connecting RL circuit, connecting RC circuit, temperature triggering, like this, or by applying more and more forward bias at the gate, so like this. So there are number of ways available in order to trigger in order to on the thyristor SCR. Okay. Today we will see in the chapter 1, we have a simple topic we are lefting, that is nothing but I think thyristor series and parallel operation. Yeah, series and parallel operation of a thyristor. See, most of the candidates are not connected regularly, so I think you may not follow my class, because if you are regular to the class, if you are regular from basic classes, You know about that what is SCR, what is power transistor, MOSFETs, all these blocking mode, what is conduction mode, everything you you may know. But if you are irregular to the class, you cannot follow it. As you remember, this subject is difficult to understand, very difficult to understand, because it includes more and more complex circuits, more and more complex waveforms are available, and apart from these diagram and the waveforms, the analysis is also difficult. There should be some analysis also difficult. So dear students, if you are not regular to the classes, live classes, it is very difficult to you for following and learning all these concepts. That is your wish. But remember, I will give the complete notes to you. Complete notes to you. Just you have to follow it. Okay? And today we will see what is a series and parallel operation of a thyristor. See, you know what is thyristor? You know what is thyristor, right? Thyristor is a three junction J1, J2, J3, three junction, four layer PN, four layer, and three terminal device, anode, cathode, and gate, three terminal device. So it acts as a switch. Acts as a switch. So switch having on and off, two positions are there, on, off. So the thyristor is on in number of phase. The SCR is on in number of phase. And off also we have other ways. So the main application of this SCR is it acts as a good electrical switch. Electrical switch. So these are all covered in the last class. I don't want to recall again. All these concepts are covered. Today our class is series and parallel operation of the SCR. So how do you operate? How do you operate this SCR in series and parallel? Series and parallel. Yeah. So don't worry, I will give a complete notes to you. Right? You have to follow it. Remember, what do you mean by series and what do you mean by parallel? You know, general structures of, suppose if you have, if you have uh, two diodes, say for example, two resistors. What do you mean, what is the meaning of this series connection of resistors? If you have two resistor 1 having two ends, 1, 2. Resistor 2 also having two ends, 1, 2. Like that. Series means the end to second end of the transistor resistor 1 is going to connect first end of the transistor, first end of the resistor 2. Okay? Following my point, series means second terminal connected to first terminal of the second one, and so on like that. So that is the making of series connection. And you know parallel. Parallel means you know one connected to one, two connected to two. That is the making of mechanism, series and parallel connection. But here the thing is series and parallel operation of SCR. So how do you operate this SCR in series and in parallel? But before that, why we need to connect SCR in series and why we need to connect SCR in parallel? What is the importance of this and what is the need of it? Remember, in the last class we discussed about SCR comes under comes under is a high rating thyristor, is a high rating device, high rating power device, power device. So it dissipates more power, it dissipates more voltage, it dissipates more current. That means the device is ready to operate under higher voltages and higher current. Okay, so this is specialty of this SCR. But sometimes there is need. Suppose from the SCR I may get a certain voltage drop, but I want more and more voltage drop, higher voltage drop I want. So there is a word HV, high voltage demand. HV refers to high voltage demand. High voltage, I want high voltage with this SCR, or sometimes I want high current. Otherwise, I want high current. So how do I get higher voltage drop or high current flowing through SCR? How can I visualize this? How can I construct accordingly? But to take this one simple SCR, a single SCR cannot function. An individual SCR may give a voltage drop of certain voltage, may give a current, low current of certain current. We cannot expect higher voltages and higher current. How it is possible? The solution for this is, if you want higher voltage drops and higher current, you have to connect SCRs in series and parallel. Series and parallel. Suppose if you want a high voltage demand, high voltage, you choose the connection of series connection. Series connection. Suppose if you want high current, which is not possible with single SCR, you try to follow a parallel connection. So this is the importance of this series and parallel of SCR, so that you can get more and more operating voltages and currents. Okay, and here there is one definition we want to follow. String efficiency. String efficiency means, so once you select number of SCRs, combiningly how much voltage or how much current it is going to be given, divided by individual SCR into number of SCR. Individual SCR may give some voltage, that value into number of SCR present. If you take this ratio, that will give string efficiency. String nothing but the way you are connected the SCR, series or parallel. That mechanism so called string. String efficiency means total ఎన్ని SCRs ఎంత వోల్టేజ్ ఇస్తున్నాయి డివైడ్ బై ఒక SCR ఎంత వోల్టేజ్ ఇస్తుంది multiplied by number of SCR. So that will give you a string efficiency value. Generally, the string efficiency is less than 1. Remember, always we have to expect string efficiency is 1. If it is 1, our aim is we have to get more voltage, more dropping voltage and more current for other applications, such that we are following series and parallel operation of the SCR. See, in this series, how do you make these SCRs connected? See, I am choosing two SCRs here. These SCR1, SCR2. Here SCR means thyristor 1 and thyristor 2. So thyristor 1, say T1, this thyristor 2, say 2. You know, any transistor, any thyristor having anode, cathode and gate. Anode, cathode and gate. Okay, and remember, so across thyristor 1 the drop is V1, across thyristor 2 the drop is V2. Remember, the current flowing through is I naught, through is I naught. Remember one thing, it is a thyristor 1, it is a thyristor 2, thyristor 1, thyristor 2, fine. But what is our main aim? Our main aim is we want to develop more voltage across the thyristor. That means we want to add V1 and V2. That should be more. That should be more. Okay. So if you want to get more and more voltage, the general condition is thyristor 1 and 2 are same rating, same construction, same operation parameters, same operation parameters. If they are equal in all the way, we can definitely get the drop across this and this is equal. So drop is should be increased. If they are unequal, the thyristors in the operation, you may get less dropping voltage. See the CAD6, the graph, see the graph. This graph will describes that thyristors which are selected for series operation, they are not equal. How do you say they are not equal? We can easily say that by drawing the graph. See the graph. Say the dotted line is for thyristor 1 characteristics. The solid line graph for thyristor 2. Right. In the thyristor 1, if you operate thyristor 1 characteristics, it is starting from here, going like this, and it is going to give a VB01 as a forward breaker voltage VB01, and it is going to give the thyristor 2 going to give another forward breaker voltage VB02. Remember, the voltage, see, a thyristor 1 may give some leakage voltage I naught, I am sorry, leakage current I naught at V1 voltage. When anode voltage is at V1, we have a leakage current I naught. But thyristor 2, at V2 we have leakage current. At V2 we have leakage current. So a thyristor which have less leakage current may give more drop. See, at V1, thyristor 1, V1 is greater than V2. Why? So at V1 we have leakage current, but for thyristor 2, at V2 there is leakage current I naught. So we can say that they are unequal. The thyristor 1 and thyristor 2 are unequal. So we have this type of characteristic. That means the efficiency can be calculated. That's what the string efficiency. The string efficiency is calculated like this. V1 plus V2 means drop across this and this total drop because of the series connection divided by drop it 1 SCR multiplied by number of SCR. But we cannot say 2 V1. You can say it is V1 plus V2 into 2. But here we are assuming that V1 and V2 are equal, so that we can get the efficiency equal to V1 plus V2 by 2 V1. Okay, so we can write like this one. The string for the efficiency, string efficiency for the two transistors is like this. V1 plus V2 by 2 V2 equals to 1 by 2 into 1 plus V2 by V1, which is less than 1, because V1 is greater than V2. V1 is greater than V2. So remember, how do you make the drop is more? Drop is more means if we connect two transistors, two thyristors of equal. Okay. Say for example, if they are equal, V1 equal to V2, what is that? 2V1 by 2V1, n equals to 1. N equals to 1, the Fn equals to 1 means you make it higher drop. High voltage you can develop. That is the meaning of series. Yeah. You see now there I am connected only two thyristors. Here see thyristor 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. These are all connected. Remember, this is one thyristor. The other thyristors are of equal ratings. So if I give if I, the current flowing through this I, the current flowing through this is I, and when the current is flowing through I with this thyristor, the current flowing through this, the first one is IB, and the current flow through this is I1. Okay, the drop across this is VBM. Okay, and for this the current flowing through this I, plus the under series the current is same. Okay, so we are connecting equal resistors of the same value, but we need to calculate the drop across, and we need to calculate the total drop, swing voltage. Vs refers to the total drop across all the thyristors which are connected in series. How many thyristors here? Say n thyristors, small n thyristors I connected in series. Okay, this is thyristor 1, it is 2, 3, it is n. So the thyristor 1 is differ from all these n minus 1 thyristors. So I am writing n minus 1 thyristors with leakage current IBMX. But is only one thyristor having some other leakage current IBMN. So the drop occurs is VBMN. Okay, and we need to calculate. How do you calculate VBM? VBM nothing but voltage drop across this thyristor, current into resistance I1 into R. This is the drop across this. Okay, and whatever drop across other things n minus 1, you can write drop across n minus 1 SCR can be write n minus 1 into I2 into R, because I2 is same. See I2 up to n minus 1 thyristor, the current is same. I2 into R, everywhere is R. But it is not like this, it is I1 into R. So drop is calculated I1 into R is the first thyristor. But remaining n minus 1 thyristors, okay. So the drop across the n minus 1 thyristor can be calculated n minus 1 into I2 into R. So the voltage equation for the series circuit is, so Vs can be calculated like this. Apply KVL, I1 into R plus this one, this plus this whole n minus 1 into I2 into R. Okay, you can simplify this, you can get VBM plus n minus 1 into R into I minus IB. What is I1? From this I1 can be write I minus IBMX. Okay, what is I2? I minus IBMX. I'm sorry. Okay, right. I2. Now what? So I1, I2 we have to calculate. And substitute in this. If you substitute I1, I2 in this, and substitute I1, I2 in the above equation, Vs can be write VBM plus n minus 1 into R into I1 minus IBMS minus IBMS. Okay, if let this is del IB, let this is del IB, the Vs can be write like this. Can be write VBM plus M minus 1 into R into I1 minus del IB. Okay, from this, take this common R into I1. So what is R into I1? The yes, R into I1 nothing but VBM. Substitute this, substitute in this above equation. Vs can be write VBM plus M minus 1 to VBIM minus M minus 1 to R into IB. So from this we can write R capital R equals to capital R equals to. From the SCR data usually contain a very maximum blocking current. So they assume IBMN equal to 0. So it is del IB nothing but IBM. So the value for calculate is low than actually required. Actually required. So what you understood from this? What you understood from this? So if you want a higher drop, if you want a higher drop, right? Higher drop, this value you have to consider as low. The R should be low. Then you will get in a series connection, you can get maximum drops. Maximum drops. So SCR having unequal dynamic characteristics, unequal means. So because of this thyristor, different thyristor, this see for this thyristor one, this thyristor, different characteristics it is showing. So, and voltage also. This is for transistor 1, this is for transistor 2. So this type of graphs we are expecting. So what is the conclusion in this conclusion? Series connected SCR develop different voltages during turn on and turn off. So during turn on, turn off, capacitance of reverse bias junction determine the voltage distribution across SCR in series connection split. So while making some operation with the SCR, you have to take some stray capacitance or self capacitance into consideration. So because of this capacitance is also, we have to get this type of characteristics. This type of characteristics. And next one is, if you draw this graph at different timings with the, at the anode current, so this graph can be understood by in the CRO, scattered row oscilloscope. In the CRO, if you have a CRO and if you have this circuit, yeah, and this circuit, you may get at each point what is the graph that is showing. You can visualize in the CRO. These are all the graphs you can see in the CRO, but you don't have any practical laboratory, so just you have to recall it. And next one is, yeah, this is the way we can also connect with RC circuit. With RC circuit, we can turn on this thyristor. See, with RC combination, we can on the thyristor. This is the that's what the operation, the mathematical equations you can follow it, no problem. Next parallel, see this parallel. So we want to get more and more current. See, when the current required by the load is more, how do you get a greater current for the load, maximum current for the load? So that current given by this SCR cannot be sufficient. So how do you make this current is more for the load? So it can be done by connecting SCR in parallel stream. Connected in parallel stream. See, see when the current required by the load is more than the rated current of single thyristor, single thyristor ఇచ్చే కరెంట్ కంటే ఎక్కువ కావాలి అంటే SCRs are connected in parallel in a string manner. This is called string. This shape nothing but string. So ఈ విధంగా కనెక్ట్ చేయాలన్నమాట. ఈ విధంగా కనెక్ట్ చేయాలి. So this is thyristor 1, thyristor 2. The current flowing through this is I1. The current flowing through this I2. Okay, and Draw the characteristics VI characteristics. So the forward VB01, VB02 is same VT, V2. So at VT, the second thyristor may give I2 current. At the same point, the thyristor 1 may give I1 current. Different currents I am getting. Different currents. Why? Because they are not equal. The thyristors are not equal. If they are equal, you may get same current. Same current. Conduction current. So the same analysis here also. See, for equal sharing of current, SCS must have same VA characteristics. That's what my point. For equal sharing of current equal share కావాలంటే thyristor equal గా ఉండాలి. So VA characteristics during forward conduction, VT across them must be same. VT must be same. SCR1 share I1 and SCR2 share I2. If I1 is rated current, I2 is less than I1. The total current I1 plus I2 and not rated current 2I1. So the string efficiency can be calculated like this. I1 plus I2 by 2I1 can be right. I by 2 into 1 plus I2 by I1. Okay. And the middle conductor will have more inductance as compared to other two nearby conductors. As a result, less current flow through the middle conductor. Middle conductor means here how many SCRs we have to choose. If we choose 3, the middle one is acting as a middle conductor. The first one acting as a first conductor. Third one acts as a third conductor, like this. As a result, less current flow through the middle conductor. Okay. So this is the thyristor gate characteristics. Gate characteristics means how the gate will acting based upon the applied current and voltage. So this is the VG and IG. So how the gate will have the graph because of applied current and voltage. Okay. And here OX and OY shows that minimum gate current, minimum gate voltage and current to trigger the SCR. So this much of current and this much of voltage required for triggering the SCR. SCR on చేయాలంటే అంత గేట్ కరెంట్ అండ్ వోల్టేజ్ కావాలి. VGM IGM means VGM and IGM. These are the maximum permissible gate voltage and current for operation. And OA is the non-triggering gate. So if you apply O to A, this much of voltage, the gate is not triggered. So SCR is not on. This is called forward gate characteristics of the thyristor. Okay, and yes, this is also important. See, as you know that the SCR can be triggered, SCR can be on in number of ways. Number of ways means by applying forward voltage, by applying a gate pulse across gate and cathode, and dU by dt triggering, gate triggering, temperature triggering, or by connecting a resistor, or by connecting RL or resistor and inductor, or by connecting R and C, resistor and capacitor. So if you connect a resistor R, it provides some drop across the voltage. That voltage is enough for triggering the gate. So that is the meaning of SCR thyristor triggering with R. Thyristor triggering with R means how do you arm the SCR with resistor R? If you connect a R, see, this is a thyristor, we connected R as resistor. This is called thyristor is triggering with resistor R. So how do you arm the thyristor? If gate point having a suitable voltage VG. How do you get this VG? Because of resistor R. So if you select R as suitable, you may get drop VG, that much of needed voltage. That voltage is enough for triggering the gate. So that thyristor is on. That means there is a shortage from thyroxine is on from flows current from anode to cathode. Okay, that is the meaning of this. And in the place of R, we connect RL, resistor and inductor, both elements. So you can place in the place of R with RL or RC combination, your wish. But remember one thing, how much voltage is needed for triggering the gate element. Triggering the gate element. As we know that in the previous diagram, in the gate characteristics, how much value is needed? See, if you apply 0 to A, this much of voltage, non-triggering gate, this voltage is not sufficient to trigger the voltage, trigger the gate. So the SCR cannot be on. It is in the off state. So how much voltage is required? VGM, IGM, maximum voltage. What is the minimum? OY, OH. OY, OH. This much of voltage and current is needed. So how do you get this much of voltage and current? That much of voltage and current can be done with the help of connecting resistor R or connecting resistor R and inductor L, or with the help of RLC connections, RC connection. So the R1 or RL or RC, any three combinations, resistor R, RC combination or RL combination. This three comes under firing of SCR అంటాం. ఫైరింగ్ అంటే షూట్ చేయడం. షూట్ చేస్తే అంటే గేట్ దగ్గర, ఇక్కడ గేట్ దగ్గర షూట్ చేయడం. షూట్ అంటే మనం వోల్టేజ్ ఇవ్వడం అన్నమాట. వోల్టేజ్ ఇవ్వడం ద్వారా ఏమవుతుందంటే గేట్ ఆన్ అయిపోతుంది. గేట్ ఆన్ అయినప్పుడు ఇది కండక్ట్ అవుతుంది. దాని ఏమంటే ఫైరింగ్ ఆఫ్ SCR అంటాం. ఫైరింగ్ లేకపోతే ట్రిగరింగ్ అంటాం. సో ఎంత వోల్టేజ్ ఇస్తే ట్రిగర్ అవుతుంది? వోల్టేజ్ ఎలా వస్తుంది? ఒక డైరెక్ట్గా వోల్టేజ్ ఇస్తావా? ఈ పవర్ సప్లై నుంచి వోల్టేజ్ ఇస్తావా? ఇచ్చేసేయి. లేకపోతే రెసిస్టర్ కనెక్టర్స్ ఇస్తావా? ఇవ్వు. రెసిస్టర్ కాకుండా RL సర్క్యూట్ కనెక్టర్స్ ఇస్తావా? ఇవ్వు. లేదా RC సర్క్యూట్ కనెక్టర్స్ ఇస్తావా? ఇవ్వు. నువ్వు ఎలా ఇచ్చినా నాకు సంబంధం లేదు. నాకు కావాల్సిన VG గేట్ వోల్టేజ్ కావాలి. ఆ వోల్టేజ్ ద్వారా గేట్ ట్రిగర్ కావాలి, ఫైర్ కావాలి. అప్పుడు థైరిస్టర్ ఆన్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, థైరిస్టర్ ఆన్ అవుతే ఇది కండక్ట్ అవుతుంది. కండక్ట్ అవ్వాలి. కాబట్టి this is the way we can operate the thyristor both in series and parallel with triggering of this thyristor triggering or firing cycle. Okay, now I am going to close the class. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, this is about your complete. This is about your first chapter. I will give the material to you. Don't worry. Dear students, all of you try to join the live classes. You know, you can understand something. Otherwise, it is very difficult to follow this subject. Okay.